A call now to action from Norfolk prosecutors. This after charges against the man involved in a high-profile case are now dropped. Antoine Legrande was accused of murdering 3 people outside Chicho's on Granby Street in March. But after 2 subpoenaed witnesses didn't show up in court yesterday, prosecutors say they didn't have enough evidence to move forward with the case. News 3 reporter Antoinette Legrande has more on what happens now.
This might not be the end of the case. The Norfolk Commonwealth's attorney tells me this murder case relies heavily on witness testimony and is now pleading for people to come forward with any information. As for those 2 witnesses, they could now face consequences for not showing up in court. A memorial for Sierra Jenkins, Devon Harris, and Markel Andrews still sits outside Chicho's on Granby Street several months after they were caught in the crossfire. 2 others were hurt in that same shooting on March 19th. Eyewitnesses have been hard to come by, and after 2 of the 3 under subpoena failed to testify in court Tuesday, prosecutors dropped the charges against the man they say was the killer. Norfolk Commonwealth's attorney Ramin Fadahi calling it disappointing for prosecutors and the families.
They want to see justice done. They want to see the right person arrested and the right person prosecuted. And to see a case dropped because people aren't in court and because the evidence isn't there is heartbreaking.
The 2 no-show witnesses now have to go before a judge on November 30th and explain why they didn't come forward. Fadahi says they could face fines or even jail time.
A subpoena is not an invitation. It is a court order to be somewhere.
Antoine Legrande was accused of the man who pulled the trigger, but his lawyer and cousins say he wasn't there that day.
He's not a murderer. It wasn't something spiteful. It wasn't vengeful. He wasn't there. Clearly, he was not on Granby Street that night. Nowhere near Granby Street.
Legrande's cousin Montezuma L says he wants to clear the 25-year-old's name. His lawyer says Legrande is innocent.
I have not seen any evidence that Mr. Legrande is involved in this.
Fadahi says they're not giving up and will prosecute whoever is responsible.
I wish the Commonwealth the best of luck on, finding the perpetrator because they are still out there.
And prosecutors tell me if they get more eyewitnesses to come forward, they can refile charges against Legrande. In Norfolk, Antoinette Legrande, News 3.